Hi everyone, it's me, Lubna. Today is Friday, May 10th, 2024. This video is dedicated to my beloved, and the topic of this video is going to be about feeling another person's pain. And right now I'm in my car again because I thought it would be good to have some quiet space to make this video, since I wanted to talk about a more emotional and serious topic. And in relation to the idea of feeling another person's pain, I wanted to share this journal entry that I wrote on Monday, April 29th, 2024. That's it. I'm going to go ahead and read that aloud to you right now. Monday, April 29th, 2024. It was only a sunny smile, and little it cost in the giving, but like morning light it scattered the night and made the day worth living. And that quote is by F. Scott Fitzgerald. A smile can change the world. There have been days in my life on which I was not feeling good, which were made better with a smile and/or some words of encouragement from someone close to me. Beautiful moments of shared humanity experienced with another person are what make life worth living. We need some evidence, some sign to let us know that we are not alone in the world. As long as we have each other, we will be okay, come what may. And then at the end of this journal entry, I shared some lyrics from the famous song True Colors by Cyndi Lauper. But I see your true colors shining through. I see your true colors, and that's why I love you. So don't be afraid to let them show. Your true colors are beautiful, like a rainbow. So that is my journal entry from Monday, April 29th, 2024. And actually, I wanted to read that today because yesterday at my family medicine rotation, right now I'm on my second family medicine rotation of my third year in med school. And yesterday I had a patient encounter that was very impactful to me because this person was in a lot of emotional pain from recent life events. She had a son who died, who had first disappeared and then died a year ago, and the other son has been incarcerated. And a few days ago, her dog died from being attacked by another dog, and she lost. She got bitten on some of her fingers when she was trying to pry that other dog away from her dog. And she was talking about how her dogs were like her sons too. They were like her children. And she was, by the way, only Spanish speaking, so I had to go in there with the doctor and listen while he spoke to her in Spanish. And I understand Spanish, I just can't speak it fluently enough to be medically fluent in Spanish, but I understood, and I had to pay extra close attention to her because she was Spanish speaking. And I just, for some reason, her story really impacted me very deeply. She was in a lot of emotional pain from all of the losses that she was going through, and she started crying during the encounter as well. And I think the fact that she spoke a foreign language and something that I'm not super fluent in, but I understand, it allowed me to pay closer attention to her mood and her overall appearance and how she was expressing herself, not just I didn't just tune the words out, I had to pay especially close attention. And I was so focused on her and what she was saying that I just felt so bad. I really felt her pain, and I can't explain this in adequately enough to really show you what I was feeling, but in that moment I really thought I felt that woman's pain. And then she started talking about how she had to take time off from her job because of her hands, because she was bitten by the dog. And she was talking about how she's a makeup artist and she loves to make people look beautiful and do their hair and makeup, and that's her distraction from her problems. That's her freedom from having to think about herself. And if she doesn't have that, then she holds herself up in her room and just confines herself there and wallows in her problems. And when she talked about her job, her passion, which was doing makeup and making other people transforming them just by the power of makeup and beauty, her face lit up, because that was what her outlet was. That was what her passion was. And I could relate to that so much, because I'm like everyone else. I'm not immune to pain sometimes. I'm not immune to feeling sad and going through the hardships of life. And I've been through a few things myself, but in that moment, I just felt like her. I felt like that patient. I felt like I understood what she had been going through, and I really felt a desire to help her. Even though I'm just a med student, I really wanted to make her feel understood. If that was the only thing I could do, just to sit in that room while the doctor was talking and offer my presence and make her feel understood. Sorry, somebody just walked by, so I had to pretend I'm not doing anything in my car. Anyway, as I was saying, I could really feel that patient's pain, and I learned a lot from just that patient encounter. And I feel like it means so much to us when somebody else is able to feel our pain and have empathy for us, and instead of just sympathy. There's a huge difference between empathy and sympathy. When you can really feel a person's pain and you can put yourself in that person's shoes, that is empathy. And empathy is especially easier to have if you've been through what the other person has been through and you really know what they're going through. And the more pain that you go through yourself in your life, the more hardships, the more difficulties, the more empathy you can develop for other people, because then you understand better the pain of other people. And as we get older, it's likely that we are going to develop more empathy, just because living in and of itself is a challenge, and we go through difficult things more and more as we get older, and it all just accumulates. But sympathy is when you can just say, oh, I feel sorry for you, and offer your condolences to that person, but you don't know what they're really going through. So my goal is to be an empathetic person, and I'm in med school, so obviously I need to have some level of empathy, but it's tough because sometimes I get so emotionally impacted by the problems that other people are facing, and I don't want to take all of that burden onto myself and let myself become too affected by it. But I do appreciate that feeling of connection and not being alone that I get when I share in other people's pain and they share in mine. So that is the simple message I wanted to share for today. And I hope that you know that if you feel like you are in a painful situation or you're going through some difficulties in life now, there is somebody else who understands. Even though they're not saying anything, nobody's saying anything, everyone goes through difficult times, and nobody is immune to that in this life. And I hope that my videos offer you some type of companionship and understanding in regards to that. So I want to wish you a wonderful day, afternoon, evening, or whatever it is, wherever you are in the world.